Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a very exciting video for you. A lot of work being done on our semi today. The pull bar is going to be put on. We have other people here. KITT's going to get a detail job. We're really excited for what's going on. Let's get to it.
Does it end? The plate ends somewhere in here.
Yeah, it's gonna. I think the plate ends right here. This is the line right here.
Oh, I see this one here.
Yeah, and there's one right here. So just do your best. And if you can't, you know.
There's some spots up
Yeah, but it's this line right here. Yeah.
Yeah, starting up here, I can't tell.
Do your best. Like just you know, if you notice these are spaced evenly, spaced, whatever. All right. What am I getting?
Hi.
Hi.
Phil, Phillips screwdriver?
Come with me, I'll show you where we're through. I'm Chris, by the way. Zach. Nice to meet you, Zach. Just upside down.
What are you guys getting ready to do?
Trying to prep it to weld it.
Oh, good.
Problem is I need to clean it first.
You guys come from far away to do this?
Paynesville, Ohio.
Ohio?
Yeah,
That is a long way.
North Carolina.
North Carolina. Wow. You guys are true fans of the show, huh?
Oh yeah. I'm getting
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
I'm fine.
Are you Linda?
Yes, I am.
Are you Joe?
Joe.
I'm Eric. Nice to meet you.
Oh,
I was
nice
like,
to
I
meet you.
feel like
I
that's.
remember seeing
I was
you.
like, I just feel like that's Joe and Linda Wood, even though I never met you guys.
Eric.
So,
seeing you.
hey, Chris. Oh my gosh,
How you
Bro
doing?
Manello.
How are you doing?
Ah,
Good to see you.
dude, it's been like 20 years.
Yeah. In like 2000.
You look the same.
Well, thank you.
That's how I recognize you. Oh. What's up, dude? What's going on, man? Hey, how you been? Oh my gosh. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello.
You know the night hoodie? The little badge is coming off.
Is it? He was told
It
to
was.
prep. Mine's fine. I think that may have been. iron on, which I was still testing.
Joe demoted you to the
Oh yeah.
assistant.
I told
You are now the
Right.
fifth assistant to
To
the
the
janitor.
Whatever. But the ones I have are stitched on because I was testing them out.
Oh, okay.
I used on hers. I used some liquid stitch stuff to kind of hold it back on there for now. So we'll see how it works.
Yeah.
She was all, she comes home with this. I don't want to lose the night patch. Yeah, that was like the first round where I asked him, I was like, I don't know, it's kind of like because they're supposed to iron on.
Yeah, Eric's been
so
up
Eric
there.
kind of
I
tested
mean,
out.
there's
than the rest of them.
ribs going across, so you might want to focus on those a little bit.
The only reason I ask is I hate heights.
Oh, I do too, but that's why I'm staying down here.
I hate heights. but I
Although,
gotta-
wait, hey Zach.
Yeah, hold the ladder.
Wait, Zach, Eric can go up. Eric's been on the roof a million times.
Like ceiling.
Eric,
I have no
Eric
problem
would be
Can I go
happy.
there?
Eric would be happy.
What am I happy to do?
You just got elected.
Actually, well, that depends. That all depends.
You tell me.
Hey, he's got your lemonade.
Someone needs to get on the roof
And do
I
what?
wanna get on
and
the
just
roof.
clean, just wipe it, wipe down the back end in
Why
anticipation
not?
of putting the jam up there.
Yeah.
Oh,
In that piece.
And we figured you need to be put to
Where?
work right away.
Where? Come here.
Hey, he had nothing to do with it. That's all.
If not, I'll go
gonna
up
say.
there.
I barely got out of the car, and Danny's like, he's like, all right, I got a job for you. Like, oh, okay.
I got it in the car.
Oh, what's
I
Danny's
was gonna
job
put
for
it
you?
on while I do this.
Well, he said later.
You can.
He said.
I don't know
to
where it
go
is.
with them to
Oh, the tires. Yeah.
But
Give me
yeah.
a second.
Joe
I'll
Davis
go
is
up
supposed to
there.
be coming
Oh, I
he's
go
still
up there.
Okay, I haven't met
to
him
look
yet.
over the throttle stuff. He's amazing.
And then I think there's
Was
another
he
guy
here
I
the
met.
last time we were here?
Yeah, but he can't make it. He's injured his knee.
Was Joe here the last time we were
I
here?
don't think so. He's
Eric,
only been here when no one else
towel.
has.
Give me that.
But he does exist. He's not a figment of my imagination.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Oh my god. I can't
Yeah.
really hold this thing out one hand.
That would get my favorite pipes going.
I do not. Eric, welcome to semi workday number 3. Even though it's number 2. Well, it's number 2 because, or 2 for you,
me.
3 for me.
Yes.
Snug enough for you?
Yes, that's perfect.
Yes, I am.
Let me see. You're not snug enough for anyone. Oh, that's brilliant. That's perfect. Because see, then we're gonna notch out the boards that go across, and then it'll fit in there perfectly. So, nice job, Kevin.
Thank you.
You too, Lucas.
Thank you.
Give me 1 second.
Yes, Eric.
Hi.
Hi, you're on camera.
Oh, hi. Hi, everybody. Welcome to a generally beautiful day today.
Oh, that was terrible.
Yeah, it was terrible.
I think I'm just gonna end this video now.
You know what? Hey.
Thank you for bringing some refreshments.
Yes. Refreshments. Stay hydrated, folks.
It's always important, right?
Always very, very important. Especially on a day like today when we're climbing on roofs, changing huge, massive semi-tires, and doing all sorts of welding and all that good stuff. So
Yes.
if you haven't subscribed to the channel, you guys have to subscribe. Hit that like and subscribe button. Otherwise, Joe will do some things to me.
Did you ever see The Incredible Hulk when he gets real angry and he turns green?
Yes.
When I get real angry, I sit quietly in a room until I cool down. So
Yes.
you do not want to see that.
But I do know the green color you turn when that happens.
That's
so,
true.
yeah.
It's like a vomit green. Alyssa,
Hello.
we're having dueling GoPros.
We are. I would like pliers for the. I don't know. They need pliers for something.
Needle nose?
I don't know. They're just pliers.
Okay.
My dad just said pliers.
Okay.
Terms of the Alexa app. Should I start your free trial and play Girlfriends?
No.
Okay, I can play similar music instead for free. I couldn't.
I'm gonna need you to check these out to ensure I get them back.
Okay.
All right.
I will.
Do you have a little purple in your hair?
Yes, I do.
Are you letting it grow? Did you have more purple and you let it grow out?
Yeah.
Okay. What's the next color?
Don't know yet.
Okay. So let's see what.
Pliers. Got pliers.
Look, it's Mr. Kevin Knight. Kevin,
How are you,
welcome to Semi Workday 2024.
Thank you very much.
How are you today? Thank you for driving down. Where did you come from again?
From Hartford, Connecticut.
Wow, and you drove all the way down here just
Yeah.
to help with the semi.
The historians, I mean, what they've accomplished, when you see it on screen in the Knight Rider Historians YouTube videos, it does not express and come through the camera in your televisions at home or computer screen. Like the winch wall, it is so impressive. When you guys all see it, when it's all done, you will be blown away at the attention to detail that Eric, Joe, and AJ have put into this. It's beautiful. Really.
Thank you, Kevin. That's very nice
Thank
of you
you
to
for
say.
the invite.
Anytime. Now get back to work. Hey guys, we're doing all this amazing work on the semi today in this supersized video for you. But I know a lot of you guys wish you could be here to help, and unfortunately, we can't have everyone here. Pretty sure the neighbors would kill me. But there is another way you guys out there can help without even having to leave your house. And that is to get your name added to the semi donation wall. Now, we've talked about this in nearly every single semi restoration video that we've produced. And as you can imagine, restoring something of this magnitude takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of money. And you guys have blessed us so much over the last nearly 2 years with your donations for the Flag Semi. We're doing a donation plaque that's going to be mounted inside of the semi, and you have an opportunity to get your name added to the plaque. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of you have already added your name, and I'm here to tell you that there's still time. If you haven't donated and you want to get your name on this plaque for all of eternity, as long as the semi exists and as long as we're in control of it, the plaque will be in it. There's still time. Here's what we were thinking about regarding where the plaque's gonna go. So let me open this door here. You know, we've been going back and forth because we want it to be in a place that will get seen, but also we want to make it so whenever you go in the semi, whenever it's all finished, it feels like you're in that world. So every little thing inside the semi is going to be exactly as it was on the show. So that left us, well, where do we put this plaque? And I think, at least the working plan right now, is to mount it on the inside of this man door. We have all of this space here, and whenever we take the semi to events, we're gonna have this side door open, stairs here so people can walk up and into the office. There's gonna be another wall inside of here, another like fake door that opens up into the office set. So when you're inside and you close that fake door, it's gonna look like the office set. But out here, this will be the perfect place for our donors. So before I tell you how you can get your name on the semi-donor wall, which will be right here, let's take a look at our latest donors. Here's a list of the latest donors for the flag semi plaque. Thank you guys so much for your donation. Every little bit helps. Massive, massive undertaking. If you want to get your name on this plaque that's going to be mounted on this wall, all you have to do, there's two ways to do it. Well, actually, there's one way to do it, pretty much. But we do have some options. So it's a minimum $100 donation. Right now, we have a PayPal account set up, knightridersemi@gmail.com. So you can PayPal your money there, and then in a future video, we'll show your name, as we just did for these other people that have donated. If you don't have PayPal and you still want to get your name on the wall, email us at knightridersemi@gmail.com and let us know that, and we will give you some alternative ways to pay. We can do Venmo, money order. There's definitely some different options. So don't wait. Before you know it, this semi is going to be done. We're going to be closing our donation window so we can actually get this plaque produced. So knightridersemi@gmail.com for PayPal or for any questions you have. All right. That takes care of that. Let's get back to all the fun.
So tell us your name, why you want to be here.
I don't know why I want to be here. I want to be here because he wants to be here.
I do want to be here, that's right.
He wants to be here.
He's not even wearing a Knight Rider shirt, though.
That's the kind of dad I am.
Good dad.
I try. Doesn't always work. But I try.
What are we building here?
These are pieces for the ceiling in the semi.
Okay, good.
Hey, Bubba.
Hey, Kevin.
How are you, man?
Good, how you doing?
Not too bad.
By the way, they can test to interrupt us if they need to.
I know there are somewhere with a
screwdriver. Take those out and we'll find it.
I'm not as concerned up there.
I'm not filming yet, I'm just waiting.
Do it similar to here. You
I'm
don't
filming.
halfway across, just kind of do.
What you guys up to?
Stitch it wherever you.
Gonna get ready to mount this handle.
It's
not loose like.
Ladders in there. You really wanted to get
Take
in
those
there.
screws out. You can figure out what thread to hitch those. Actually, we'll just take the whole handle with us. That'd be easier. That's fine.
You're not welding.
I don't think you're gonna need my help with
We're
that.
gonna need to get the rest of the drop seat.
You're not going to
supports
weld
into,
the top piece.
and then when he's done welding
So,
that end, we can
how am I
actually put
getting-
the carrier and everything.
You're not going to weld
Is there-
the top, the back
Is there a
lip.
reason?
He's gonna have to sneaky it underneath.
So AJ, you've been filming, but have you been filmed?
No.
Let's talk.
I haven't actually done anything.
Well, that's okay. You've been moral support.
Have I?
Yes. So tell our viewers your name and where you're from.
AJ Palmgren. Some people call me a Knight Rider historian. Sometimes you do too.
Well, you are one, right? You're one of two in the world.
Central Iowa and travel the world.
Yes.
Lived all over and come back again.
We're more rare than the original Knight Rider cars.
There's a lot to be said for that.
Yes, that's for sure.
Yes.
Well, thanks for traveling all the way out here just to...
Do you think I'd miss it?
Well, no. I know you wouldn't miss it.
I mean, the only reason I did miss it is I was on some other top secret mission in California during the last one.
That's right. We can't talk about that, can we?
No, we can't.
Maybe one day we can.
But we can tease it just a little bit.
That's right.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's too bad we're not live.
We will be live.
Yes.
Maybe here in a little bit.
I think we should.
Yes. Should we do YouTube live?
That is a great idea.
Okay.
Will you assist, or are you sick of holding a camera?
I will assist.
Okay.
I will assist.
Okay.
I
Maybe
can talk
we'll.
to the viewers.
Okay. All right. After lunch, maybe.
After lunch, maybe.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Meanwhile, we have to get, enough room at this Knight Rider historian's place and bring the stuff to this Knight Rider historian's place so that this Knight Rider historian has more room for things.
I don't know who you're pointing to back there.
Well, it's in some hangers.
You don't, huh?
I think I know.
That guy.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
That guy.
Okay.
Right there.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. Let's go see what's going on back here. So back here, that's the pulley cross member, or will be, after some welding.
And the center point pulling.
It's this.
Yep.
So all of the force will then be spread across all of this instead of a block of wood.
That is a very expensive custom-made pulley.
It is
He looks very nervous.
Yes.
He looks very nervous. So
because
the proof of concept is pretty sweet. So
so this was just for proof of
so
concept.
all of the force is into these.
Oh yeah, that's the
Right,
3D
I'm
printed.
just saying, with that loop, I'm
Yes.
just worried that the force of it would
It won't, because it's never going
be
to pull
pulling them
Think about it.
together.
They're going straight. They always
Straight
stay
and go.
Yeah, it should be fine. They did it on the show.
So when it's
What
closed,
Damien was saying you're going to do, that makes so much sense.
Thank you.
Because if you leave it like this, it's just going to pull right out of that.
Yep, absolutely. I think that's going to be the way to go.
Enough to get it to a center point, and then it'll pull the door up, and everything's up high. So there's not a lot of, because you're not pulling it.
All right, let's go inside. I need to have an intervention. They're not working hard enough. More pulley cross member pieces here.
No, a port to brace.
How can you get to it though?
Why is everyone just sitting around talking? We got work to do.
We are in amazement over the.
That is pretty amazing,
designing
isn't
of
it?
this.
The same guy that designed the sleeper designed those. Glenn.
Oh wow! From the photos, as I was telling the guys here, it looks like it's this big.
Yes.
I'm shocked that
Yeah. Nope. That's the right
two
size.
of these hold that whole.
Yep.
That's awesome. Incredible.
Did you get it marked up?
We're working on it.
In the proof of concept.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So I'm the one being lazy. All right. You're right.
And we need just block of wood or steel.
Are you going to take care of marking them up?
Yeah.
Just mark them up. Yeah. Roughly where it is on
Those,
that should be
mark
good.
them, and
Mark them.
You'll tag.
Yep.
So this.
Okay. Then I will leave you guys be. If you need anything, let me know.
So it's going.
Yeah, it's gonna be centered in where that pulley block was, which it'll fit between those bowl holes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should be good.
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes.
Okay. If you had a bore scope,
Yeah.
you could bore scope them and you could cut them and look at them.
I just thought this would be funny.
But the time and effort doesn't.
You should.
How many cameras do we need?
Enough.
Three more. There's mine. Put one on my head.
Where is Chris? Do you know where Chris is?
Why?
Because I was going to film him.
He took KITT for a joyride.
Oh, okay.
He's in the garage. Go in that side man door, but close it again. He has to be hermetically sealed to not get junk on the car.
And they've already had that effect.
Just remember,
Jason.
kids, a little dirt doesn't hurt.
Oh. Damien, let me say how much I appreciate the work you're about to do by grinding those remaining pieces off, because I spent 6 months straight grinding crap off this trailer, and for some reason I stopped and never finished those last few pieces.
I wonder why. Yeah, it's weird.
I had just, oh,
It's strange.
these are the last remnants of the drop ceiling that was in here.
Oh, for the race car,
For the race car. There's that and these little bits over there. And those bits there. So,
Say goodbye.
just don't burn the trailer down
They gotta go away.
with all this lovely flammable insulation.
That's why we moved all the stuff out of the way.
Breathe deeply. Do you want to wet that down or anything? Or?
Yeah. You gotta give some spray on.
I'll find something for you in a minute.
Not a problem.
Okay. So we have Joe and Linda Webb here working hard on the drop ceiling. Oh, it's coming out so nice. Only 300 more to do.
Perfect.
Look at that.
Not too many?
No, that's going to be awesome.
Only got 20 minutes to do it.
20 minutes, 300, go. By the way, smart idea to bring tents.
Absolutely.
That was his.
That was Kevin's idea.
Kevin, you are really killing it today with your good ideas. First the router, the tents. All right. This is exciting. Hope you guys are planning to clean up my yard when you're done. No, I'm just kidding.
That's, the kids are doing that.
Oh, the kids are doing that? I give them tweezers. They can pick up one at a time.
Hey, that's good. That sawdust is good for your turf.
Yeah, it is actually. I'm fine with that. Okay, carry on. How's it going, Zach?
Oh, it's getting warm.
It is getting warm. Did you bring like short? I guess you don't want shorts when you're welding.
Oh God, no.
That would probably hurt. Probably burn off all your little hairs, and no one wants
I
that.
did that once, and I'm never doing that again.
Yeah.
But so, from what I understand, everything's almost ready to go for the welding. But
Okay.
you said there's tabs that are going on that.
Yes. Let me show you. I believe it's this piece. If we want to pull that piece out, let me grab the tabs. So where are the tabs? Right here. Alrighty. The question is, did I actually mark them? Yes, I did. All right. 6 tabs.
Okay.
This doesn't have to be exact. So let's just say center here and center of the line roughly. And they need to go just like that.
Okay.
Okay? And there should be 6 marks.
What's the purpose?
So there was one episode of the show where a stunt guy was climbing up the side and he used that climbing bar and that's where he used for his footrest to climb up the back.
Okay.
And because, you know, we replicate every detail, we need to have those on.
I didn't think anything that was small would be enough to actually support or get at least a foothold on that.
Yeah, it might not be the exact right size, but close enough. And Damien got the bolts marked on those other pieces, right, for you?
Yeah, and the pulleys fit on it, but when they cool down, you need to hit it with the hammer to knock them inward just a little bit because it goes on real tight.
Got it. Okay.
So.
Excellent.
Hey, what happened to that grinding wheel that you had?
It's in the case.
In the case?
No, I know you're directions. I don't want to pull you in another one.
Then don't. I'm
I
just
really
kidding.
don't want to pull you in another one. Is your tripod lights around here somewhere?
Wait, what?
You had a set of tripod lights in here.
Oh, yes. They're right there.
Chris was like, can you get me some light? And I'm like,
Oh.
he's got tripod lights.
Yeah, they're right there.
Perfect.
Yes.
They are running to get me safety glasses and earplugs for all of us. So,
That's probably a good thing, huh?
yeah, I'll finish running this when they get back. And obviously you need to take that ring off though.
Yeah, that looks great.
There you go. Because the ring has to come off to put that on. I said one for that. Oh wait, what are you doing? That's the same turning mode as mine. Yeah.
was gonna say, what are you doing? I just
Did you find safety glasses?
They're running to go get ear plugs and safety glasses. That's smart.
Eric should be back with the pizza any minute, I would think.
Eric's eating pizza?
Pizza and some other stuff.
And some other.
So Lucas,
Go.
on a scale of 1 to 10, how exciting is this day for you?
Like compared to the other work days? Or
No,
like just
compared to
today?
your life in general.
Oh, my life like 14 out of 10.
A what?
My life out of 14 out of 10.
14 out of 10?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you said 4.
No.
Okay, that's pretty good.
This is like my whole life, so I mean,
This is pretty exciting.
yeah.
How does it feel being the youngest one, just trying to navigate all these adults that think you're...
I just do what Joe and AG tell me to do.
That's good.
So, I mean, and get bullied by everyone else.
Okay.
Except like one person.
Well, we do appreciate it here. You bring a youthful energy that would be sorely
Oh,
missed.
that's nice. Okay.
All right. Well,
That's like the nicest thing you ever said to me. Except hi.
cool.
The day's running.
That's cool. Okay.
Wait up, you feeling it too, man?
What?
You feeling it too?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a little feverish.
Hey,
So-
you like my piano ink, okay? You were
Your
nice then.
pianoing?
Yes.
Piano ink.
Okay.
You were nice that day.
Piano ink.
This is mainly focused on Zach doing actual work,
Okay.
just so you know.
Well, my actual work is on hold because the other people that I'm recording are 1 at Dollar General, 2 at an auto parts store, and 3 in the back of their truck getting tools.
They went to Harbor Freight. Get it right.
Same thing.
No, it's not. Harbor Freight is not an auto parts store. I mean, you can get auto tools, but
They have engines.
that's right.
I bought a few engines from Harbor Freight.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I have.
You bought automotive engines at Harbor Freight?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to
You're such a liar.
BS on that.
Such a liar.
Yeah.
I've bought a Predator 212.
That's not an automotive engine.
Oh, it's an engine though.
I didn't say automotive engine. That's
All
okay.
right. Our viewers have literally passed out due to this conversation. So we're going to head over here. And there's my mailman wondering what the heck I'm doing this weekend. All right, guys, so we're gonna take a little break from all of the excitement, all the hard work that's going on with the semi, and talk to you a little bit about our Patreon community and answer our latest flag agent and Knight Foundation trustee questions. So what is a flag agent? What is a Knight Foundation trustee if you're new to the channel? Well, in our Patreon community, we have a number of levels of support. We offer behind the scenes videos, behind the scenes photos from the show that no one's ever seen before, early access to all of our videos, special discount codes for our members, for our merch store, knightriderhistorians.com. There's all kinds of perks to being a Patreon supporter. If you're a flag agent or a Knight Foundation trustee, you get your name read whenever you become either one of those. And any questions you have about Knight Rider, for as long as you are a flag agent or a Knight Foundation trustee, we'll answer in a future video. So that's what we're gonna do today. But I thought I'd do something a little bit different. And please bear with me here. You know, usually I just announce the latest flag agents or the latest Knight Foundation trustees. But I wanted to read down super quick a list of all of our trustees and all of our flag agents as of the recording of this video. Because some of you guys are new, some of you guys have been with us for years, and I just wanted to recognize that and thank you guys for your support. So, for our trustees, and by the way, our Knight Foundation trustees is kind of like the elite level. We only have, I think it was 25 spots available. And though the first round of them, we did, I think 10 spots, or maybe it's 20 spots, I can't remember. We did 15 spots and then another 10. The first 15 sold out instantly. There's still a couple left. We just opened up for another 10 spots in the Knight Foundation trustees. So if you're interested, we open up a few more spots there, so grab them before they are gone. All right, our trustees, real quick. Ernest Kirchen, Dave B., Kevin Habits, Tobias Bush, Jeremy Stidham, Vince Bailey, Aaron Gus, Rich Koval, Joe and Linda Webb, Dean Hansen, Lee Molyneux II, Steve Cospito, Tony Stanko, John Ray, Michael Martin Plechety, Michael Dragone, Jason Miller, Keith Marshall, and SwissKnight2000.ch. Those are our Knight Foundation trustees. I'm sorry if I butchered any names, I'm doing my best. Thank you guys all for your ongoing support, really. It helps us with all of these crazy projects that we seem to get ourselves into. Flag agents, Eric Andaresi, Greg Whitman, Philippe Magneron, Rich Gross, Christian Witt, Chris Luzuski, Scott Winuck, Robert McGuire, Gregor Schmoll, Mark Kilo Enos, Shabazz Hafiz, Joshua Harper, Lance Oregon, Edward Zabia, Chris Parenti, Jason Coggins, Alan Helas, Benjamin Carl, Nate Anderson, Dennis Schickelau, WD, Andy Esser, Volker Huerman, Michael Bruno, Wolfgang Tomasek, Dave Foster, Bobby Barres, Eric Andresi, Bill Cahill, Samantha Franzi, oh, I'm sorry, Samantha, Robbie Cohen, Christopher Adamick, Alin Malventano, Sam Justice, Jeff and Lisa Marie Foose, Simon Butler, Brian Sellers, Matt Brown, Jay Bell Jr., Nicholas Esteche, Scott Parlow, Tio Vandebunt, Sean Berry, Justin Restifo, Jacob Peterson, Mike P., Brandon Treat, Stephanie Job, Jason Fisher, Steve Gregoroff, Adam Peel, and Steve Red Car Guy Miller. Boy, that's quite a list. Thank you guys all so much for your support. If you are currently a trustee or flag agent and I didn't mention your name, let me know, but this should be the most up-to-date list. All right, let's go through quickly. And a special shout out to Dwayne D-Man. Dwayne, thank you so much. I think, didn't you make a semi-enclosed trailer replica with the stripes and the shield on the side? And the interior, I think you kind of did the interior of the semi. Looks awesome, Dwayne. Anyways, trustee questions. Swiss Knight 2000. A few years ago, there was a video clip on the internet with the Hoff and KITT in the desert. So it was called Knight Rider Heroes. There was even an extended version of that clip I stumbled across online. Do you know anything about that Knight Rider Heroes stuff? Was it just some clever put together marketing by some company, or was it really thought to be a new Knight Rider movie? Because after all, the domain was knightriderheroesmovie.com. I thought if somebody would know anything about it, it'd be you for sure. Another thing I remember is that they had something like a countdown on their website, and the day it reached 0, you could buy a leather jacket with a signed label from Hasselhoff. After that, nobody heard about it again. The page is now dead. Yeah, so it was definitely to market the leather jacket replicas. At the time, and I do wonder, I don't think they weren't actually filming a movie, right? They were just filming like these little teasers. I think it was mostly to sell the leather jacket, but there was probably a secondary reason. They were probably like testing to see how the footage would go over for a possible movie, but as far as I know, it was just selling the leather jacket and that's it. Another question from Swiss Knight 2000. Have you ever had the opportunity to visit Pico Canyon and drive around a bit? In one of the episode comments, you mentioned the area is not publicly accessible. No, I have not ever been there. One of my bucket list items, I would love to drive that stretch of Pico Canyon Road that is closed to the public. From what I've heard, you go in there and it's exactly as it was 40 years ago. And if you think about Knight Rider, like when I think about driving scenes of Knight Rider, I think about Pico Canyon Road. All those desert scenes out in the middle of nowhere with nothing around for miles. The scene where the cops pull over Michael in KITT in the pilot, the confrontation between KITT and Goliath Returns, the junkyard dog, acid pit, the Brothers Keeper, turbo boost over police car. I mean, I'd say well over 50% of the episodes filmed out in Pico Canyon. I would love to go out there. I have not had the opportunity yet. Maybe one day. If I do, I'll bring you along. by you, I mean our viewers. And maybe you, Swiss Knight 2000, if that works. I don't know. All right. Steve Gregoroff, does your insert car have a power trunk release? In RTC, oh, in Return to Cadiz, when KITT skids to a stop at the scuba diver trunk pops open. I would assume intentionally for obvious reasons, could David have pressed the factory dash button? Or could have someone been hiding in the back seat to pull the release? First of all, that car does have a power trunk release, but for that scene, there was someone hiding behind the passenger seat, kind of on the floor, and they pulled a mechanical pull cable that were installed in nearly all of the Knight Rider cars to pop the trunk. So it wasn't the button on the dash, it was someone actually pulling the handle. And flag agent Gregor Schmerl, what is the correct color for KITT? The original Trans Am black. Code 19, which was the GM code for black. The cars actually, that was the original GM code, but the cars, whenever they would get repainted, which would be like all the time, right? The original cars that still have their original paint have like 15 layers of paint on them. They used Imron paint, but code 19, which is the code for jet black. That's what it was, as far as I know. All right, that's all I've got. Again, if you were interested in joining our Patreon community, there is a link down in the description below, link up in the corner. Check it out. We'd love to have you over there. All right, let's go back to the semi. No, I think I'm good now. Thank you. Have you ever seen an original car before?
On the deck.
It's got like 15 layers of paint on it.
That's what he was saying, that you'd be surprised when you see it up close, you know, because they didn't care. It was TV in 1980, you know, 2 to 6.
Right.
There's no HD or any of that, so just give it the Mako paint job every week.
That's pretty much it. So it'll need to warm up for a minute before I back it out. And I've got a locked, one of the wheels, the drum cylinders is sitting. So it needs some repairs, but
It's not a car.
it's a sucker.
You gonna jump it?
No.
You should.
Ugh. This is as wide as the actual trailer is. So to give you an idea, this is how much room you actually have when you put it. It's not like on the show when they swing the door open.
Never mind even that too. That guy, stunt driver in a plush ride, drove it into the moving trailer that was this wide.
Yeah. Oh wait, no. This particular car, I don't think was ever in the.
No,
summer.
I know that one,
but yeah.
I mean, at some point, that
Yes.
first season, a real stunt driver.
Oh yeah.
And this is as wide as
Yes.
he had to do it on a ramp on a moving truck.
Yes. Kind of crazy.
That is crazy.
Oh, I forgot about these. We got stuff outside.
Apparatus.
You ready? Actually, I was going to say, Joe, did you move it a couple of feet?
Yeah.
Yeah, if you do that, it's perfect.
Yeah.
I've been told by a few people that I act a lot like him.
I haven't seen the short version, but
Damien
okay.
and
Well,
Zach
he's
wanted
in
me to
he's in
ask,
Trek 4.
do you want them to open up those marker lights before they put the header panel up?
I'll come back and talk to them.
Okay.
The only thing I want to tell you is, obviously, like all Trans Ams, careful with the T-tops. They don't leak a ton, but just be mindful of that.
Yeah, I'll try to keep the water away from that and go that way.
Otherwise, have fun.
You got, I guess
oh yeah. Whatever you,
yeah.
Just get whatever you need. If you need any of those supplies, they're still.
You got actual washing fluid in that bag?
Here.
That defect.
Hey Chris, how do you feel cleaning a screen used?
Yes, I've got
pretty effing cool.
Really? Looks like you're having the time of your life over here.
No, that's what everybody misses. I left them. Yeah, when everybody builds their bumper, the arrow straight. Right, like you gotta have a little. Right.
We've got a new feature across the Knight Rider Historians YouTube channel, Super Thanks, not to be confused with Super Pursuit. With Super Thanks, you have the option to post a distinct, colorful, and fully customizable comment in our videos comments section. This shows the world that you are a super Knight Rider fan and will stand out amongst the sea of comments that we receive. Go ahead, give it a try. And every Super Thanks gets a super response from us. Press the thanks button. Just don't press the turbo boost.
I think you just like washing the car.
No.
This is like your 30th time washing it.
I saw
35th. Joe,
I saw some sawdust and I was like, that's the last thing I need to do is grind sawdust into your car.
Well, yeah, I mean, that would be appreciated if you didn't do that. Well, as soon as you're done, we'll pull it in the garage. Okay, let me go get the keys.
did you wax it already? No. You're not waxing?
So let's take a minute and go look at Danny Nafsif's 85 GMC General. Now, obviously this one, you know, looks closer to the Knight Rider Semi than most GMC Generals out there, and that's because of the sleeper, which is very reminiscent of the one that was on the Semi. Danny, for those of you who are interested, runs a YouTube channel of his own, Scat Pack's Garage. We'll put a link down in the description. He's been instrumental in helping us with the Semi. I mean, he's the one that delivered the tractor, he delivered the trailer, he's helped diagnose some issues with it. So this is his 85 GMC General. Man, if we weren't having a custom sleeper made, I would have seen if we could get this one from him. Oh, that's pretty neat. Oh, what's up here? Oh, bunk to sleep in. Nice. There we go. I think he had the frame. Did he have it extended? I can't remember. Maybe it was one of his other Generals. I can't keep track. That's a neat looking truck. Obviously, it's a General. Wonder how different it looks. Let's see how different it looks from the Knight Rider General on the inside. It must look very different. It's locked. All right, well, maybe we'll get a look in later. Body by Bence. Bence. That's pretty nice. Check out Danny's channel, Scat Pack's Garage on YouTube. He, especially if you're into big rigs like this, he does work on these trucks, and it's pretty cool. And then, of course, we've got another general up here. Hopefully my wife's not too mad at some of the ruts in the yard. That's no problem. That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
Kevin, the police are coming for you. They finally, I had to call them. You've been on the run for 16 days.
I've been impersonating you for a long time.
We do look alike.
You do have the same last name, sort of.
Oh, yeah. Oh.
Well.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
I don't
One's
know
pretend.
what you're talking about.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
KITT.
What? What's over there?
I don't know.
Did you see that? There's somebody in the woods?
Yeah.
You can run, Kevin, but they'll find you.
Oh, I can't run. Yeah. I'm not aerodynamic.
You can slowly walk away, Kevin, but they'll find you.
Do you have a California Duster?
I do.
Chris asked me to ask you, and I was just going to let you do
There's
your thing.
one in the trunk of KITT, actually.
One place I don't think.
He probably doesn't know how to get into the trunk of KITT, so let's show him.
Power truck he does.
No, it doesn't. It has the special effects pull cable. Oh.
Yeah, it'll get you. He's going over it with a fine tooth comb too.
That is great.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Oh.
I heard you need a California Duster.
Just to be safe.
There's one in the trunk.
The thing that I waxed.
See how they open the trunk in this?
No, I didn't.
Special effects.
The special effects pull cable.
So the person in the back seat can pop it while it has off road.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Much of it is wax all around.
There you go. You can pull that whole thing out. Sweet.
Awesome. I just want to be safe.
You take as long and be as meticulous as you want.
I'm just paranoid.
Because the next time it gets done, it'll be, who knows?
Well, right. Yeah, I never seem to get around to.
It's because you may have other things to do.
There's a lot of projects. This is awesome.
I want to make sure.
Now, I have to ask you, Chris, be honest with me. When everyone leaves here and you're standing here, are you talking to the car?
Just a couple times.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, you kind of insulted him if you don't, right?
Well, that's true. Yeah.
But
I think he's more in shock that 40-something years ago, he's, oh, this TV show's great, and it's kind of, molded his life with a slight, slight bit like it has all of us.
Right? I mean,
and then now he's sitting here when all of us leaving.
Isn't this the dream of every single one of us when we watch that show? Like,
It is. Yes. Actually,
get that car and drive around.
That's right, and here it is. And it's funny because I've said this before, but it's like, the car's always here. It's been here for 12 years now. The semi's been here for a couple years, but I try not to take it for granted, right? Because at some point you're like, oh yeah, KITT's always here, and you just take it for granted. But then sometimes I'm like, wow, KITT's here, and KITT, the real KITT is here.
Yeah,
it's like, holy cow.
The flag semi is right outside.
Yeah.
We've all been in replica cars, and some of them are done amazingly well. But this, the actual one that was on the TV show that we all saw with the setup, all the tools of the trade, like that trunk release you just had. I was saying too, when I was turning your hose on from your house, and you just catch that line, right? Oh yeah, that's the line of the car, right?
Yeah.
The beginning opening of the show when it's kind of
That's right.
somewhat from the side. It's like you can just tell, and the height of the car.
And it is funny because like the replica, like you can see that a replica is not an original. Like to me, like you instantly can see, and you look at this and like, yes, this was definitely used in the show.
Well, you'll be able to do it probably better than most of us, not only because you've been around the car enough to know every line and inch and crack of it, but because you've been around every inch and crack of it, there's little tiny things that you immediately pick out of your head and go,
that's right.
And that's
yeah.
not. Well, think about this, Chris. You just said that we've all been in replicas. Actually, not many people have.
Well,
so that in and of itself is pretty sweet.
Well, in this, yes, in this room.
So that in and of itself is pretty cool for the general public. But then for you to sit here and have some personal time with the real thing.
I've been very lucky. I mean,
this is pretty cool.
Heck yeah.
You know, the last person to do any major cosmetic work on this car was the late great Steve Shiner. You remember? You know Steve?
Yeah, I know Steve.
Yeah, he passed away a couple years ago, but he had that dent service, the dent team, and he that was his profession is he removed dents. And at the 2017 picture car reunion, where we reunited 3 of the 5 original cars, Steve came and he brought all his equipment. And before the show, he went over this car and he got most of as many as he could in the time allotted. Most of the dings, like the hood had all kinds of dings in it. He got all the dings out. And
you see all the scratches and everything.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like I said, it's got like 15 layers of paint. If you look at the key locks, the door locks, you can see how much paint is on the car.
Yeah, you can see the red here and there.
Yep, it was originally a red Firebird, and it doesn't have the Trans Am ground effects because they just never put them on, because no one would notice that, right? No one would ever notice.
No one but us.
That's right.
They're like, I mean, don't get me wrong. They took it seriously as a show and they liked it, but it's like a third of their audience is still watching a black and white TV.
Yeah.
They're like, they're not going to care. This sticker, it'll be great.
You're exactly right. No one cared.
We're like, that button doesn't match. It's a new episode. It was here. They're like, shut up, kid, and watch the car.
You got it. All right, I better go check on Zach and see if he
is alive.
Is alive and knows what he needs to do.
I think he's doing it. We'll check it out anyway. Let's do that.
Yeah. Have fun. All right.
Yeah, I can imagine every now and then you just come out and go, that is pretty cool. You know?
Yeah. I mean, you just walk around this corner like, oh, semi.
Look at the size of this thing.
Semi. Yep.
Someday it'll be a garage here.
Right. Yep. One day.
How's the sleeper coming?
It's like 90% done. They've started riveting on the aluminum panels. The skeleton's done, so it'll be, before you know it, it'll be here.
Still trying to do the paint job before the end of the year?
Yes, I hope so. That would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were going to try and get the tires mounted on the Jamb. Those are the steer tires, but probably not today, given the issues that have popped up with that.
For internet thing.
We are.
So Joe and Dan, how are we looking?
Not good. Digging deeper.
Pulling the pump.
It's not going to be an
The
easy
fuel
fix.
pump.
Yeah.
The fuel push pump, the PT pump.
Yeah. Easy.
Well, it could be worse. This, we're gonna unbolt it here and take the whole thing out. That's what we're gonna do. Because
Not really.
we're gonna have to get it to a shop and have them go through it, make sure there's no dirt and grime and sludge in it, and get it. They'll adjust it when they're done on the test stand, and then all we do is bolt it back on.
Just making sure that it has the right PSI and...
Yeah, they'll do all that testing. And we're gonna put, Joe's gonna get new fuel lines, so we're not gonna have that issue from the tank.
Yep.
And even with 20-year-old diesel, if it had 10 gallon in and you put 10 gallon on top, this engine, because of what it is, it still should run.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, now the new ones, I can't say.
And now that's a big difference between a normal gasoline engine?
Yeah, well, in the old days, before the ethanol, you could take a regular car that ran on regular fuel, and you could put 5 gallons on top of it, clean the filters, and it would fire up and run. It may not run well, but it would run.
Right.
And then once you ran that through, you put new gas and put treatment in it, it'd be fine. But yeah.
457, that's a weird CPO. He's gonna need that when they send it out to get rebuilt.
Yeah, it's a 400 horse.
Yeah, but the CPL is what he needs when he rebuilds it.
Yeah, we just take a picture.
CPL?
Control parts list.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a serial number.
For the engine?
Yeah.
For the engine and all the accessories.
Oh, wow.
So like when we go to get the seal for the power steering pump, they can look up that number and they should be able to get either a pump or a seal.
That pump's the same thing as like a C70 pickup or six dump truck. So I mean, it's any Napa should have the pump or be able to get it.
Well, not around here. We ain't gonna go there.
Which I'm surprised at because of 80 being such a throughway for commerce that they're, you know.
Yeah, the Napa and Mercer's under new ownership, and they have not. I've had problems getting Delco regular old Delco alt names, and they just don't stock them anymore. They can get them tomorrow or the next day.
You can tell they're not even original fuel lines.
No, they're not.
So I don't think there's anything wrong with them. I'm still replace them, but
well, it's going to eliminate.
I would have the crimped on.
Is it worth cleaning them up and just seeing if they're dry rotted anywhere before purchasing?
The inside is collapsing.
Oh, okay, yep.
It could be separate from the outside and you wouldn't see it.
Kind of like a cooling system sometimes.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you had a bore scope.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could bore scope them and
you could cut them and look at them.
I just thought this would be funny.
But the time and effort doesn't.
How many cameras do we need?
Enough.
We need more. Where's mine? Put one on my head.
I could do that actually.
I believe it.
Want one.
There we go.
That was a microphone.
Anyway,
how far does this reach?
About as far as your face, and that's about it.
Okay. I had to watch what I say when you're like.
We know how to edit.
I don't know when you're walking by and it picked me up.
We know how to edit. Don't worry.
I'm good at audio.
And they've already had the discussion with me.
So is the 12 millimeter the correct size? We need to bent one of.
We're not sure because we got a bracket.
I'm pretty sure my dad.
There's a support bracket back there that holds the pump.
Right.
In addition to the 4 bolts.
Well, as soon as you know, I'll make sure we get what we need.
It needs to be long and then curved enough to get in there.
As soon as we know.
On the cardboard over there is that plug. Over there on the cardboard.
What do you need?
The plug I had in my pocket.
Coming through. Oh, the one you said you didn't want to lose if you lost?
Yeah, I put it in my pocket so I wouldn't lose it, and I laid it on the cardboard to take them brackets off. I'll bet.
So AJ, I gotta ask you a
It's
question.
either over there on the
How do you guys keep finding just like the perfect people that have the expertise for such a unique endeavor? I mean,
The more we focus on the thing, the more those people come to us. The more effort we put into it, the more help comes.
If you build it.
There's that. That's part of it. But it's kind of a universal law. You focus enough on something, you draw the help to you. You draw that thing to you. Focus on the negative, you draw that negativity to you. Focus on the positive, you draw that positivity to you. Now that's in general terms.
Yep.
We're very specific here. We focused on that trailer. We drew that trailer to us.
That trailer.
We focused on this tractor. We drew that tractor to us. There was a lot of work in both cases, but that was part of the focus.
Right.
So obviously I've just oversimplified it.
That's all right.
But I really believe that's how we do it.
I think in grander terms, it's to use the word, it's quite beautiful that all these people from different areas of the country, different backgrounds have come together for a common goal. I think that's just incredible. And it's great that you guys could do that for so many people. Because the joy that everybody out there gets in watching Knight Rider and seeing what Joe's doing, I really think it turns around.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. So.
Good job, man.
Hey.
Thank you. Okay. Moving on.
Okay, Zach the Builder. So you are related to Bob the Builder on your mom's side? Is that true? No. So what do we got here, boss? Walk us through this.
So, hey, Zach, you don't have anything you need. Okay, so we're putting these mounting brackets in for the pulleys, so that way when they attach the ramps, you got the center pull coming down and it's going to loop around here. We got the 2 pulleys going in the corner. I'm welding the bolts on right now to hold the pulley in place. And of course I'm putting so much heat into this to make sure it sticks and stays that, you know, it wants to flex outwards. So, you know, Probably gonna have to take a hammer to it later and reflex it back before we put it up there.
Is that because of the welding, the extreme temperatures? Yeah. That is impressive.
I could put a MIG weld on it, but because it's zinc bolts on a steel plate, I'd rather just take weld it with the stainless rod, and then the last thing that's going to weld out is the welds. So the plate will weld, then the bolts will, the plate will rot first, then the bolts will shortly after it because they're zinc carbon steel bolt, and then the last thing that should ever rot out is the stainless steel TIG welds I'm putting on.
Is there any coating that we could put on it? Like how...
Repaint it.
Oh.
That, or go find a vat of zinc that's molten, dip the whole thing in there, and then the entire thing is zinc coated.
Like zinc chromate that they use to apply the metal on an airplane.
Yeah,
so it doesn't start corroding.
Yeah, basically something like that, or just, you know, take a sanding pad to it and paint it.
Gotcha. Rough it up.
You know, it's carbon steel. It's gonna rot out at some point. So, but this is the first one, and it's got to get welded up there, facing that way. So, I'm gonna go between the two pieces of angle iron, right where that unpainted spot is. That's gonna get done on both sides, and later on we're gonna take those pieces of bent steel there. Those are gonna be the frame side runners for around the garage door, and I think the other pieces outside that goes over the top. And I've already TIG welded the handle on that the stuntman would use for the top corner over there. There's a piece of bar right behind me here that's going on the driver's side wall after those get on.
I think that's the part that Joe showed in our last video.
And I found out recently, apparently one of those is to get a bunch of square tabs welded on them, and I've got to do more TIG welding. So it's going to be an all-day process.
Well, we appreciate you being here.
Yep.
Thank you, sir.
If one of you can hold the ladder, and I can go up,
We got that on camera. Good.
Yeah, just explain the pump, where it came off of, what you think happened.
A heavy hood.
It is. So what are we looking at here, boss?
All right. For the record, I'm not the one that removed it, but the truck didn't have any throttle. So when you stepped on the pedal, it wasn't getting any fuel. It would idle, and that was about it. The other guy, Joe, he brought a gauge. He couldn't get any readings, but we took the fuel lines off and ran it into a fuel jug there.
And those are the fuel lines there?
Fuel lines. Those are not original, but we want to eliminate, you narrow things down.
Process of elimination.
Right. You run the fuel line into a jug. Okay, you got in the fuel tank, where the fuel line goes in at the top, there's a tube that goes down to the bottom. That's what sucks it up. And so drawing from the fuel can, it still wasn't getting any pressure. So the pump just needs to be rebuilt. And you got where is it here? Where is it? This is your, well, the fuel line's not here, obviously,
right on
the ground. This is your air, comes off the air compressor, and it's just out of the way. Same with this.
Now, did you guys take off the fuel filter?
We changed the fuel filter, and it helped a little.
Okay.
But it still wasn't getting enough fuel.
And just for the record, the fuel filter in here, it looks, and I imagine it works a lot like an oil filter on a gasoline engine.
Yeah.
So it's not like you can blow it back the opposite way to see if it was clogged.
No, because it's on the pump.
Gotcha.
He took it off. Here's your filter would have went here. That's your inlet. So, I mean, this is where it goes to the tank. That's where this here
connects.
It goes to the tank.
And we have this here?
Yeah, it goes on here. Sits right there. And then on the air compressor, it's got 3 fingers or whatever. It will go on here, here, here. It's just like a, honestly, I don't know what you call it.
Like a suspension for torque, right?
It's
chatter.
Kind of like a spacer to smooth it out. Maybe like a...
And probably also so it's not metal on metal.
Yeah. You'll get a new one when they rebuild this. It will come back new. This pump, I believe, has been rebuilt. You got this on here. You did the shop to put that on there when they rebuild it. So if there's any warranty work, and you come back and this is cut or broken, no warranty.
Oh.
So you can't take it apart. Joe had replaced this. This is your idle shutdown. So when you turn the key off, this closes a plate, cuts the fuel off. That's how it shuts off. This works. The reason it wasn't shutting off with the key is it's not getting power. The other Joe, Mechanic Joe, he ran power to it and it shut it off. So
at least you know the close off is working.
The problem, because it wouldn't shut off with the key, he ran it up to somewhere on the firewall here. He found a hot wire, and it basically you just energize it, put 12 volts to it, and it opens and closes.
Like a relay.
Yeah, that's basically. And if you I've changed them out because that same solenoid, these 4 screws, same on my not the truck here, but the truck that I drive. It's an ISX company, and they still use that.
So overall, what kind of condition do you think the engine is in for? Because I imagine you'd get the mechanics nailed down before paint and body and all that kind of jazz.
Yeah. When I drove it last time, it ran fine. It was a little sluggish, but you know, the fuel's old. It's been setting. The only issue here that I would see, gaskets dry out. Right. And when you start, it's like with the car. You see all these cars, you know, low miles. Well, you start driving it, you got to tear the motor apart because it's going to leak from every gasket.
And it's like so many replicas and collector cars, even if they're sitting in a garage all the time, our cars need to be driven.
And the same with the truck, or at least fire it up, you know, once in a while. I mean, Joe couldn't, but.
So, in the power steering pump, so do we think that is in good shape, or?
He wants to just rebuild it. You can probably find a shop. You just have to remove it. Yeah. And you can replace them. But he said it's leaking here, which that's just, it's just a shaft, just like any steering box.
And those are all the belts that we did on the last semi work.
Yeah, that was fun.
Excellent. Ooh, I think we might have a...
He's looking for his home.
Yeah. I think we might have a nest in there.
But I mean, with the, like all this here, that can be all pressure washed out, cleaned up. But
Mr. Huth, we're getting a breakdown on what we did today and the condition of everything we're doing.
There we are. And all the problems we're going to run into. Yeah. Hey, you got us to fix it. Don't worry. That's right. I just walked around and looked for it. This really is not that big a deal. Yeah, I'm sure get that rebuilt, we'll be good to go. I found some more gold.
Hold on, before we go to that, so when I drop this off, all of this, right? Well,
Yeah,
I haven't even
you take it to
take the whole thing.
It'll come back just like that.
Yeah.
It'll be clean.
Yeah.
You'll get a new spacer.
Yeah.
And a gasket. And then get the hoses, put it back on.
So there you go.
Well, some unfortunate news with the tractor. We've been having fuel pressure issues. Actually, that's an understatement. There's barely any fuel pressure. And after a bunch of diagnostics, fuel pump needs rebuilt. So they got the pump out. We got to send it away to get rebuilt, which is going to take, I don't know, weeks, months, we'll see. And then we're going to get it put back in, and hopefully that's going to solve our issues to get this thing running the way it should. While we have that out, we've pulled out the supply and return lines. Going to get those, might as well replace those too. That way everything is, we don't know how old these are. They're not original, but we're going to get these replaced too. That way the whole system is brand new and good to go. But yeah, we're going to cap off all these lines, put a plug over that just to keep it all protected from dust and critters and all that stuff. And unfortunately the truck's not going to run again until that pump's replaced. So our dream of connecting the tractor to the trailer today unfortunately is not going to happen, which is unfortunate because it's a beautiful day and this would have been a perfect day to connect the two. So you guys are just going to have to wait a little bit longer. When we do get these two connected, it will be awesome.
They're like hand tight. Hey Joe, have these been off since you've had the truck? Have you taken them off? I haven't touched them. Why? Oh, I haven't touched anything. I mean, look. I haven't touched them. Do you want them to be possible to take off today? Well, no, I'm not saying. Yeah. No, it should.
Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, that was a good impression. Those are big.
Are you making my flashlight smell like that? I think that deed has already been done. I put deodorant on a little while ago before leaving because it was getting warm. You say go to the Dollar General. That's been there forever. Here's the thing. I told him I was going to. He said, "Take this. Go to the Dollar General." So I listened to him. I didn't say they'd have what you need. Then why would you tell me to go there if they didn't have what I need? Because they may have what you need. There was only one way to find out. Yeah, drive on. Drive right up the road. Here's what we can do. Small price to pay. Right? Okay, fair enough. I blame Kevin. I don't know what I'm blaming him for, but I blame him.
I haven't seen him in over 20 years. He doesn't believe you. There's no way I could have done it.
Hey, Joe. Right. It's his fault. No, you don't get to blame him for anything. He's the hardest working person here.
No, not Chris.
Kevin. Oh, yeah, you can blame him. Why would I blame Chris? Well, yeah, you pointed to him and said I blame him. Okay.
I thought I was the angelic one. Oh.
Oh. That's so cute. I'm going to be sick now. Sorry. There's fruit in my mouth.
I was just telling Joe and AJ last night, no offense, that there are really only 8 people in the world that I really like. I just tolerate everybody else. And they were like, really? I said, yeah, why do you think I drove this far to see you guys?
Uh-oh. Got what you do. Well, yeah. Okay, why is my left ear plug working right? My right one won't.
I double check something. So, like, I wonder, does it matter if it's touching that one bolt a little bit?
Oh, I know.
Sorry, I thought you were
Fine.
dating.
What am I saying?
Okay.
Yeah, just keep going.
All right.
You guys need the air jack, like the over-the-road. But I got it. Yeah, you say that now. Oh, you didn't know you live in. Wait, you live in North Carolina, right? What part? The first part? Oh, no, you live in. Charlotte is western. A little more.
All right.
You getting to work out there, buddy?
That's right. All right, can we get a jack under it?
Possibly.
Might have to go up higher. We need to keep these separate.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
Forward. Yep.
It's no surprise that keeping all of these moving parts going on a single day when you have all of these volunteers So Zach is back at it. He is working on that is the header, I believe. That will go right up there. Actually, I'm not mistaken. I believe this is the header. Yeah, because you can see where Joe has put the markings for the marker lights. So what Zach is working on are the sides that will encase both sides. That's the spot y'all love. So now we got Chris, who has spent the day detailing KITT. How's he feeling? Yeah? Did you turn the clock back for him? No. Did what you could? You're a good man. So Damian Knight is doing some grinding of welds so that we can have nice clean welds on them. And there's your flag tractor.
Trying to keep this thing flat.
Do it. If you're gonna do it on live.
Hang on. What's good? Yeah. Okay. Now I'm gonna put some fingers on. Right? Okay, let's go this way. Around here. Where are you at?
He's in the one towards the front, Damien. See it moving.
No, what are you doing?
So they are
tightening that.
Give me the.
So you can wrap it
around that one. Put it on this one.
Because I can't get that one to come in unless you can get it to come in.
No, this one right here.
Yeah.
But don't tighten it yet. You got to put the hook on it. See what I mean?
Keep looking at them.
Oh, thank you, Josiah, for your donation.
No, I'm vice president. I'm vice president. Joe's president.
Somebody hold the ladder.
I just happen to be the founder.
You guys are making me I don't want AJ falling, please. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
So here's what we got. Here's the situation that we're facing.
That's the situation we're facing.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
This wasn't cut. It was cut too much. If we have a piece of steel around here of this, we can cut a strip, put it there and weld it. This isn't a big deal. It's
okay.
this side there. He can't bridge. That's just too much to bridge.
Right.
And we can probably even slightly panel hammer that in. But we can definitely tack it here and bridge it up a little bit. But this front gap is, I mean, you can peek around.
So do you want a,
Unless you got a better idea, I'm all ears.
Do we have any scraps of this we could just put behind?
No, I could have sworn that he had some pieces somewhere around here.
Actually, I know. It just so happens that because I had to move stuff, I know exactly where they are. Yes. Why don't I get them? Can you cut them if I get them?
We'll make it happen. This is what we do.
This is exactly what we do.
This is exactly what we solve problems.
Nice work. Thank you.
Good meeting.
Good meeting.
Kevin was home. Yeah, hold the ladder.
Can I?
Once you get, you have a.
Can I stay up there?
Okay.
Oh, this looks nice. Oh, this is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, Lucas.
Oh, the wood.
There's gonna be another board coming through.
No, we meant you, Lucas.
Oh, okay.
This is all about you.
Good. What else do we got?
There's gonna be another board coming through here yet, but hasn't gotten to that.
AJ, what's more rewarding to you?
Spending time with you, Kevin.
No, I mean between your car and actually seeing this and touching this in person.
It's all part of a package, man.
Be on top of it.
It's like a journey.
I recommend getting it on top before you.
It's all part of a package. That's the journey. To me, that's what it is.
So this is the drop ceiling that you saw on the show.
Yeah, this is amazing.
What is the plastic? Does that hang on top or?
Yeah.
These two.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. That's gotta come down.
That's incredible to think that the set was only that high.
Well, no, that's about right. I mean, you can see the ceiling in most shots.
It's come off. Engaging by house.
And it was at least 10 inches wider. I suspect it was up to a foot wider, but you know, it's close. I mean, they got it close.
Yeah.
It works.
No, put them on that end. I can push it up.
Ah, yes, the proper sink, the proper hot point. Love the proper hot point.
Yeah, it's not good to use it. That's just trial and error type of thing.
This is incredible.
We don't have any more. We only have one more. Unless we go get them from Joe and Linda. We need a couple more of these. You can go ahead and put this one in. These notches go up. We need one here too. It's got the brackets.
Hey, you're making Chris feel that he doesn't have that.
It's all going to get screwed in.
I would imagine, but this looks fantastic, and now I understand what you were doing.
Yeah, okay.
Because I didn't before, but I was sure I was going to figure it out. And now that seeing it come together is quite amazing. Oh yeah.
Hold on.
It looks great if I don't trip over the wire.
Yes.
Die in front of KITT. I don't think he'd be very happy.
No. He's sworn to preservation of human life.
He is. Not car though.
No.
Car is not. He looks great. They're live.
Absolutely. All right. KITT just got a full wash and wax. He looks pretty awesome.
Go and push the cable back in.
Push the cable back in, right there. Push in.
Push it in.
Is it in? Did you break my hatch?
There it is.
Go. Okay.
Got it.
Someone's first word was Pontiac when they were born.
Huh.
Yeah, you did a great job. This is Chris.
That's the detail extraordinaire there.
Detailer extraordinaire. You spent, how many hours have you worked on this? Like 4? Yeah.
There you go.
An original scanner?
Yes, that's an original scanner. Maybe I should just leave it on live and just leave the camera here. I think people could just stand with it. Yes, this is halogen. Not only is it halogen, it's original circuitry too. 55 watt halogen running the original circuitry from the 80s.
Well, the General got new shoes. We've actually had the shoes for a while, just didn't get them mounted and fitted until yesterday. And due to an issue with the tire shop, we didn't really get video of putting them on because by the time we got back, we were racing against daylight to get them on, so we just put them on. But here you are. Nice, thick, brand new treads. These have been on for a little while, but still just giving you a nice walk around.
Alrighty folks, it is the day after the big work day. I'm still recovering. We got a lot of work done. So let's give you a little summary here. There's a few things we got done off camera today, so we'll go over that. One of those things is the semi got its brand new front steer tires finally. So as of now, all of the tires have finally been replaced on the truck. So no more 30-some-year-old tires. Unfortunately, we can't take it anywhere because of the fuel pump issue, which you guys saw. There was a air leak in the passenger seat in there that Danny fixed, so thank you, Danny. But other than that, we also got new exhaust clamps installed on the exhaust. 3 of them, because when we put the new exhaust on, we reused the clamps because we didn't have new ones at the time. They were leaking. We were going to change them anyways, so now we got nice brand new clamps. And the exhaust no longer leaks, which is always a good thing. Alright, but the majority of the work that was done was on the trailer. So let's take you around back first, and I'll show you some of the exciting stuff back here, and then I'll take you inside and show you what was done there. So, the rear jamb trim is on, it's welded. It looks amazing. So if we stand back here, this is the trim, which you saw them install. And just by putting that trim on, it looks so much more like the Flag Semi. Those 3 wires hanging out are for the 3 marker lights that go at the top. And now we can actually take final measurements for the ramp. This was the kind of the last thing we needed. So, yeah, this whole trim piece, as you can see, is brand new. We gotta get it painted before it rains. The welder had some issues with his welding equipment. He's got to come back and finish welding these. He has them spot welded, as you can see, but he's got to finish welding them. It was not welded the entire way down. Originally on the show, it was just these sections in between these 2 spot welds, so that's what he's going to do there. You guys can probably see right about there the little bit of gold poking out. The gold that we uncovered there is now permanently hidden behind these trim panels. There was no way around it. To restore this back to the way it needed to go, we unfortunately had to cover that gold, but we do have a sample of the gold on another panel that will be on display inside the trailer when this is all done. So this is looking pretty awesome. One other thing that's looking extremely awesome is this. The 1 episode only climbing bar from The Wrong Crowd. Yes, we are recreating every detail, even things that were put on for 1 episode. Well, I shouldn't say put on for 1 episode. It was put on for The Wrong Crowd, and it was on the semi throughout the rest of the series. They didn't remove it because it was welded on. So this just got welded on, and actually the welder climbed, Zach. He actually climbed it. So that's showing faith in your work, but it's pretty awesome. And then we also have these tabs. A lot of you guys don't realize that there were tabs welded to the back. These are footholds. So as the stunt guy was climbing here, he was using these as footholds, just on this side, not on the other side. So we recreated all those details, and there's even a handle which you can't see from this angle on the top. So when he got up there, he could grab that handle and climb up. So how cool is that? The Wrong Crowd climbing handle, climbing bar. We even we went to great lengths to re-weld everything back. We found the grind marks of where stuff was welded on here and removed, and we went to great lengths to make sure everything gets welded back exactly where it was welded for the show. So I'm super, super happy with how this stuff came out. All right, so now I need to take you guys inside. Actually, you know what? Before I take you inside, let me pop open the back here just for some more light so you can kind of see. There, we'll do that. All right, let's go inside now. So while we had a team working on that, we had another team working on getting the drop ceiling skeleton put together. And you can see here, it's not all up, it's all cut. All the boards are cut and ready to go, but not all installed yet. So if we walk over here, you can see the two levels here, right? This is the lounge area. The ceiling's up a little higher there. And then this is the office and garage area. Of course, there's going to be a wall built right here between the two, and that's what you see here. So the wall will go right here. So if we get on here, each one of these sections is going to have basically a piece of 4x8 plywood on top, cut out in the middle with the lights, the 2x4 light panels up there. So this whole thing will be illuminated. It's going to be pretty amazing. But it's even neat. It's neat to just see the start of it, right? Because you can start to kind of get an idea of how awesome this is all going to look. All right, and then moving to the back of the trailer, this was an idea that my friend Ed had, which I thought was an amazing idea. So if we look way up here, let me see if I can get a little more light. There we go. So if we look up here, if you remember, we had wood blocks. There were wood blocks there and a pulley. And those pulleys were responsible for carrying a lot of the weight from the ramp, right? The cable goes across the top and down to the pulley, or to the ramp. One of the concerns was we were putting all the stress on the pulley and it was just going to be screwed in or bolted into a wood block. And that's how they did it on the show, but we did not like that at all. So my friend Ed had this idea to reinforce the mounting bolts of the pulley like this. So what we did is we took this angle iron. So you see the angle iron that goes horizontally. This is the way it was in the show. But what we did is we took another piece of steel bar and we welded it from the top angle iron to the bottom. And then we welded on mounting bolts for the pulley, as you can see. So the next thing we're going to do, which we haven't done yet, is the wood block is then going to get bored out like in the back, right? We're going to route it out to slip over all of that. So from the outside, it's going to look just like a wood block, but it's actually going to have a whole bunch more reinforcement. And this should hopefully allow us a little bit better to, to be confident that the forces of pulling the ramp up are not going to rip those pulleys off the side of the trailer, because nobody wants that. So the only thing, like I said, there's still some welding to be done. And the only other thing that we still need to get done is get this. This is the pulley cross member. We're going to get this all welded up and installed right across here. And that's going to allow us to run the cable from the winch back to the trailer, or back to the ramp. So still a little bit of work to do, but I mean, we made amazing progress. Like I said, I'm still kind of recovering. We made amazing progress on the trailer. It's amazing what you can do when you got 15 people here. Damien started, he was here. He started cutting out some of the metal. There's still a little bit of metal left from the race deck that was in here, as you can see. So we still have some more to grind off, a little bit over there. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. But yeah, this is getting to be the really fun part, right? I've been excited to dig into the or to start building the interior. So that's kind of where we're at. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm exhausted. But you'll notice there's no board across. Oh, one other thing I wanted to mention. And this was, so we had, like I said, we had a team working on the ceiling. Kevin Johnson did an amazing job at notching out the boards. So the way all these boards work is the cross ones, they have little notches in the top, little notches, And then these ones have notches at the bottom, and then they interlock together. Right now, they're not secure. They're all just in there right now, but everything interlocks together. So you can see there's an example of a notch. There's a notch there. And then the ones that go across here are all hooked into the E-track on these brackets. So I think we're building a pretty robust drop ceiling. We're not gonna have to worry about any issues with it falling or anything like that. Obviously we had to do some finagling here. Because the door's here, there's obviously no E-track to put a bracket. So this one is gonna get tacked in and it'll be fine. We're not gonna have any issues there. And we'll probably end up supporting this side from the ceiling, I believe. But Kevin did an awesome job with the notching out. And then Joe and Linda Webb. Oh, everyone in the comments need to give Joe and Linda Webb a big thank you, because they were covered in sawdust from sanding all of these boards smooth. They're gonna get obviously primed and painted a flat black like in the show, but they did an amazing job. So there you go. So that was the majority of the work that was done on the tractor and trailer yesterday. It was an incredible day, and it's actually motivated me to continue. You know, sometimes even I need some motivation, and to have all these people here working on the semi, you know, taking time out of their weekend when they could have been doing their own thing to come out here and work on the semi was absolutely fantastic. So thanks to everyone, every single one of you guys that came out here. Lots more to come on the semi very soon. It's getting exciting. Every step is another step closer to it being done. Thank you guys so much for your support, so much for watching these videos and watching this channel. I greatly appreciate it. We'll talk to you soon.
We'll do airing order.
I am
Quiet.
the only.
Airing order.
I am the only.
Order aired on NBC.
All right, go. Oh no.
Pilot.
Yeah.
Deadly maneuvers.
Yeah.
Good day at White Rock.
Yeah.
Slam and Sammy. Just my bill. Not a drop to drink. No big thing. Trust doesn't rust. Inside out. Final verdict. Plush ride. Forget me not. Hearts of Stone. Give me the.
No.
Wait. What? No. After Forget Me Not was Hearts of Stone. Yes. Your list is wrong.
No, the list actually isn't wrong.
Oh,
you know why? I have the reruns.
No, we're not talking
on
reruns.
NBC. All right.
Oh, yeah, they're doing an original airing.
Hearts of Stone, Give Me Liberty, Give Me Death.
Oh my God.
First run only. Okay. New list. Yeah, you're right. Keep going.
I know I'm right. Give Me Liberty, Give Me Death.
Wait, is that
This is where it might get dicey.
I just stuck in the middle.
Connection.
Yep.
A nice and easy little thing.
Keep going.
Whitebird.
No, well, you missed one.
No, I didn't. Wait.
Before Whitebird is.
A nice and. Cherry to Gold.
Thank you.
Whitebird.
Okay.
Night Moves.
Oh my God.
Nobody Does Better.
Yep.
Short Notice.
Yep.
Season 2. Goliath.
And wait, don't forget about the 83 NBC All-Star Hour, September 12th.
It's not an
Not an
episode.
episode.
Oh, but it is.
No, it's not.
Oh my God. What the?
So far, you're still moving good. Goliath. Brother's Keeper.
That was the third episode.
Hold on. Brother's Keeper. I didn't mean shut up, sorry.
But please shut up.
Merchants of Death. Blind Spot. Hold on.
Oh my God.
Kevin's wearing one.
He's wearing MTV. Blind Spot. Wait a minute. Oh, Return to Cadiz.
Thank you.
Kit the Cat.
Yep.
Custom Kit. Soul Survivor.
Oh, yeah.
Ring of Fire. Nightmares. A Knight in Shining Armor.
No.
White Line Warriors.
No.
Wait. Silent Night.
Thank you.
A Knight in Shining Armor. White Line Warriors.
No.
A Knight in Shining Armor.
A Knight in Shining Armor.
Wait.
And January 15th.
A Knight in Shining Armor.
On January 15th.
Don't
Oh my God.
I'll give you a hint.
Diamonds on a Girl's Best Friend.
Thank you.
White Line
Now
Warriors.
White Line
Race
Warriors.
for Life.
Yep.
Speed Demons.
Okay, wait. You forgot the Different Strokes Knight Rider episode that aired right in between the
Not an episode.
You're breaking my concentration.
Speed Demons. Goliath Returns.
I'm not breaking his concentration.
A Good Night's Prayer.
Yep.
Let Me Be.
No, you skipped your least favorite episode.
Not the same.
Thank you.
It's not my least favorite. It's Video Nails.
Wait, which is?
Hold on. Wait.
Not for the snake. Let it be me. Big iron. Wait, no, I knew that was wrong.
No, that's not wrong.
Oh, it's right. Big iron. And
I
season
mean,
2.
it's the most out of order because it makes no sense because it was shot so early in the season.
All right. Knight of the Drones. The Ice Bandits. Knights of the Fast Lane.
Oh God, well, season 3 already.
Oh my God. Knight in Disgrace. No.
No.
Hold on.
Eye of Newts.
Oh, Halloween Night. Knight in Disgrace.
No.
No. Wait, Halloween Night. Kipper's Card.
Thank you.
Knight in Disgrace.
Nope.
Damn it.
That was Night in Disgrace was like Thanksgiving that year.
Hey.
As sad as it that I know that.
Stay out of it.
Lost Night. No, that doesn't come right after. Hold on.
Want a hint?
Yeah.
So you got a bunch of derelicts from New York City.
Oh,
and
my
God.
Nobody likes that.
Night in Disgrace.
Yep.
Lost Night.
Before Lost Night, there's another kind of night.
Night in Disgrace. Dead of Night.
Yeah, because see, at this
Dead
point,
of Night.
everything has to have the word night in it.
Dead of Night. Lost Night. Night of the Chameleon. Custom Made Killer.
It almost. Because you skipped the 1985 Tournament of Roses Parade.
No, you're good.
Which featured KITT.
You're good.
Custom Made Killer.
Yes.
I'm stuck in the middle.
Oh, it's totally moved in the middle.
Back up. That's all you have to do. Bench
Night
back
by
up.
Nose. No.
Yeah.
Junkyard Dog.
Yeah.
Buy it.
Yeah.
Night Lines.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You bury him in the.
19th hole.
Okay.
10 Wheel Trouble.
Okay. You keep putting your hand in the way.
10 Wheel Trouble?
No.
The 19th hole. Give me a clue.
Well, you gotta have a moped.
Oh, Night in Nerd.
Then 10-wheel trouble. Then
Night in Retreat. That wasn't that bad.
It wasn't that bad, but Enter Kel just was totally out of character.
Night Strike.
And way too naked.
Night Strike. Circus Nights. Right? Night Strike, Circus Nights.
Yes.
Night in the Juggernaut.
Okay, and now, wait.
Where's my check?
Because it's us, we have to throw in Code of Vengeance actually happens the following month after Circus Nights. Then the 85 NBC All-Star.
2 weeks ago, I found the first half hour of Code of Vengeance 2. Anyways, I haven't told you about that.
You just did? Congratulations.
Night in the Juggernaut. Kidnap. Burial.
No,
Sky Knight.
way too Bonnie. Way too Bonnie. There you go. There you go.
Say Sky Knight had to be burial. No, way too
Hold on. Many Happy Returns? No. Night Sting. No. Night Sting was upstairs. Burial Ground.
What did you say? Because I couldn't hear over him.
Give me a clue. You don't know fourth season. Night Racer.
It's the wrong crowd.
Oh, duh. The wrong crowd.
Then
Night Racer.
Night Sting.
Night Sting is Many Happy Returns.
Now Night Racer.
Night Racer.
And then you got a bunch of, women in a prison.
Nighttime Bars. I'm sorry, I'm losing country. Is that right? No. Nighttime
So
Bars.
before Night Song.
This is going downhill quickly.
Before Night Song.
It's because the season 4, right?
Before Night Song, there's the hearing of Amazing Stories Remote Control Man.
Once again, you're doing good.
Joe is gonna leap across the table.
Thank you.
Yeah, you better become wallpaper.
All of the obscure
Get rid of
stuff.
it.
Alright, so after Night Song.
Seven Roses. Killer Kitten.
Yes.
Out of the Woods.
Yes.
Deadly Night Shift.
Yes.
There's a Fire? No, that's too late. Deadly Night Shift. Redemption Champion.
Thank you.
Hills of Fire?
Nope.
No, Redemption Champion.
Nope.
Oh, 90,000 Double.
Thank you. Now.
Thank you. Hills of Fire.
Yes.
Which is episode 80, 81. There's got to be Night Flight to Freedom.
You are correct. It is 81. Night Flight to Freedom.
Night Flight to Freedom, Fright Night, Night of the Rising Sun, Voodoo Night. Night Rider 2000.
Everybody's
Team
least
Night Rider.
favorite.
All right.
Not ready. Well, we have Code of Vengeance 2, Code of Vigilance, the Wrestlers, and then we have, there we go, yeah.
Joe Huth,
Very nicely done.
you're my hero. That was well done.
I thought I rattled those off really well. My lips didn't move once.
That's what was so amazing.
Yeah, I truly believe there's need to be.
Good job, Eric.
Yeah, thanks.
It's great.
I almost called you Andy Gill.
Wow.
Be careful.
When you were climbing, what did you? All right. Okay.
You don't hold on to the tabs.
Yeah.
They just held on to the bar. Oh, this feels like he's gonna die.
He might.
Is he gonna go
Is
all
a
the
rock
way?
climbing wall part of your training?
He got it. Yeah, I would, but
Except you have a harness there.
Now just
Oh, okay, that's good. Come on down.
He won't die. He'll just get bruises.
Now just imagine this was moving.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah, moving down the
Maybe
road.
a minor fracture.
You gotta remember, how tall was the stunt guy compared to him?
Not much taller.
Really? Was he shorter?
Oh, no, he wasn't shorter than
Jack
Eric.
and Andy's taller than Jack, but not much. Right?
Nice job.
Good job.
Shoes are probably-
Hello friends, it's me, KITT. When I'm not out fighting crime, I like to follow my friends at knightriderhistorians.com. Check it out.